Welcome to the Nivada Museum. Welcome to Nivada Grenchen Museum. I'm here with Arm, the
Hello.
biggest Nivada collectors we heard from yet. So a big member of our community and the WhatsApp collector group. So and if you are not still in the WhatsApp group, you can join. Send us a message and we will send you the invite. So today we are very lucky to have Arm to speak about Nivada history, about Nivada through the age, and about his collection. So how did you start your Nivada, your collector's journey and your Nivada story?
Hello Guillaume, what a wonderful opportunity to share my passion or one of my passions with you all. I will be short. As a youth I was fascinated by motor racing, and as I couldn't buy a Heuer chronograph, I bought a cycle which still functions. Then
The James Bond one?
then it was, I think, when I moved to Switzerland for my profession at the University of Basel. And then I was already onto eBay because I was an expert on antique books, and I was just looking for some of them, and my eyes was struck by some watches.
Okay.
And so I started. And one of the brands was Nivada.
Okay.
I think it was particularly interesting for me because it has a certain Latin name.
Okay.
And it was very popular in Spanish-speaking countries. And
Yep.
I'm a Hispanist, and I think that brought me also to Nivada.
Okay.
You know the story about Fidel Castro and so on. I won't go into details, but
Yeah. Yes,
there is
yes.
this iconic moment of the watch that went to the Antarctic.
Exactly.
And this is in fact, I think, one of the first watches I bought of Nivada.
So for the Operation Deep Freeze with
The
US
Operation
Navy.
Deep Freeze, and it was a model not in the very best conditions, but still nice, and I was very happy with it. And as a very young,
So it was your first Nivada.
I was
Almost.
one of the first.
One of the first.
Nivada. Another gold-plated one of the 70s, which isn't too particular, but has a very nice finishing of the dial. Also was.
Like this?
This is all of the older ones.
Okay.
These are of the 50s and the 60s.
Okay.
And this is the watch that went to the Antarctic.
Okay.
And in a book about Swiss watches, I read something about the story of Nivada and the expedition by Admiral Byrd
Yeah, exactly.
from
Yeah.
the US Navy to the Antarctic, and the watch that was launched then. And the fact that the man who appeared in the ads with a beard and in military outfit was very similar to a young rebel in Cuba by then,
Yes.
which was Fidel Castro.
Exactly.
It is a very robust watch, and
Yeah.
many of the Nivadas, they still work and they are quite accurate.
Yes,
So
that's.
then-
But that was the big strength for Nivada. What they were communicated that it was one of the first to make automatic mechanical watches, and very robust, very reliable, and affordable. So that was
Absolutely,
the
yes.
big point. Okay.
Yes.
So and then how many Nivada do you have now?
Enough. I won't go into details, but I have quite a number of them. You know, you collect some of them, you can buy cheap and they don't always work. And some of them you want anxiously to have them to complete your collection, and you're looking for the goods, good samples, the good...
So you have like hundreds of Nivada, I guess, from what you...
a couple of, yes.
When you bring today, I think is a lot. So it's quite crazy. And that's good because when we relaunched Nivada, we didn't have any archives. So I had myself to rebuy. That's a part of my vintage Nivada collection. To rebuy the vintage one, to keep the same spirit, keep the same size, dimensions, and that's what I think the collectors liked about what we did with the relaunch of the brand. And you, what do you think about the new ones, the new Nivada?
Well, I think I was attracted to them because Of course, it enhances my collection to have the brand alive again.
Yeah,
That's
for sure. For you, it's good. For the value of the collection, it's
but
nice.
also, I think some of the very first model was the kind of the case of the Nivada Chronometer, I think. But then
This one is the Chronometer.
yes.
Okay, cool.
Then very soon enough, watches were really very close to the original models, and I saw already some things like using a different case, but
With the red date and.
I really enjoy them. I have this.
This one is the new, the reedition.
Yes, this
The Chrono King.
the Chrono King with the Mega Quartz. That's a very wearable watch. I used to wear it daily. It's very.
Okay. It's your
And
daily?
I think condenses a little bit what you're doing, because it's very close to the original, and yet the dial with the case is a different combination, but it's very true. It could have been in its time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
And I
yeah.
think it's a wonderful combination. I like to wear it a lot. So
Yes, that's what I try to do, is to do a new thing that could have been already in the collection back in the days, and keep this spirit about yes, reliability, affordability, and size, and the spirit of the brand. So among all your Nivada watches, which one is the rarest or more expensive one?
Oh, I think I have to split that question.
Okay.
If it's about the Antarctics, I think it's the Antarctic chronometer. This one in 18 karat gold.
Okay.
It's a very nice one, and you don't find them too much.
Yeah.
And it's a wonderful watch.
But it's the first time I see it's real gold. It's not plated.
No, it's real gold.
Wow.
Yes.
Can I see?
And it has the.
Oh wow. Okay, that's cool. This is very cool. It's the first time I see full gold like this. But we were thinking about doing one collection full gold for Nivada. So
Would be a very nice one.
yeah, and the dial is quite cool too. Huh? So big and chronometer too. So it's Kosk. Good. But we want to do also Kosk, so it could be a perfect match. Thanks for coming. I take it with me, guys. Okay.
Okay, there's
This
a
one.
price tag on it.
Yes, so this one is the most expensive. Okay, I keep it. For the Antarctic, it's the gold one, and you say you split the question in two. So
Yeah, then we talk about chronographs, and then you have this Chrono King with dates with value 234,
Okay.
which is a wonderful one. But speaking of rare watches,
okay,
I have the Depthmaster.
okay,
So recently I was very eager to have one. They said they were made in very small numbers. I have one. It's not in perfect conditions. It's still very nice with
Okay.
the dial and everything.
okay,
And recently I was able to purchase from a collector the one with the perfect dial,
oh wow, okay.
and it was cased in the so-called Taravana
Taravana case, okay,
case, but it has no number. I think it was a kind of prototype maybe.
okay,
So it would be very rare, and I enjoyed it a lot. The colors are stunning.
yeah. We also made a reedition of the Depthmaster in Mecha Quartz and in mechanical. Yeah, the
Yeah.
case back also is very cool. And so, how much do you think that costs now on the market? Those pieces?
Well, those ones in perfect condition, that's 4K up, let's say.
Yeah, okay, up, yeah.
Yeah.
Like the nice Chronomaster, and and some like this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, for you, the best watch who embodies the Nivada. What is the best one who embodies
Well, it
Nivada?
would be taking all
strengths?
the aspects like robustness and sports watch and a tool watch. I think this is a perfect one, the Chronomaster.
Okay.
I like it so much also because it has endless variations. It has different movements. It was produced over more than 10 years or 20 years. It has several wordings, several dial combinations, several hands. I think it's a fascinating watch, and the book Chronomaster only shows it. It's a wonderful book.
Yeah, this one is the Lollipop because you have the Lollipop chrono hands, and it's one of my favorite too. And it's a value 23.
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. And this one costs like on the market now?
On the market, I think it's varying, but like 2,500 starting with, if you have a very good one. This needs some things, but it has a stunning dial, it has the lollipop hands, it has the movement is in good condition.
Okay, because I saw a few of them like at 5K or more and in good conditions. Yeah,
that's what collectors, you can ask too much, but it's also condition.
Yeah, but this one is a very good one. So you don't have a broad arrow in the collection?
I don't have, no.
You're looking for?
Well, partly I'm more fond of the bait hands than the broad arrow, but of course I like them still.
So and which Nivada are you still looking after? There is one.
I see one on your collection.
Okay.
This one, the diver.
Yeah.
It's very nice. It's very nice. I don't have it in the original form.
Okay.
And to have one in those conditions, that would be a nice one. Yes.
Antarctic diver.
Still lacking.
Very cool with the penguin and the case back.
Yeah.
This one is one of my favorites. About the collection, we have not revived yet. I wanted to speak with you about the ladies' collection of Nivada from the past. I saw you you bought a few of them. So what's your take on the Nivada ladies collections?
Well, when you're fishing, you catch big fish and you catch small fish, but small fish is something very nice sometimes. Well, I have a wonderful idea. You know, women's watches, they are like bijoux.
Yeah.
So why don't you make your own world travel watch, and you have several of them, and you have the several times on your wrist, and you have a nice bijou.
The bijou GMT.
So there are so many forms.
Yeah.
You have the very classical ones, a little bit boring, a little bit modest. You have the bright ones in the 70s or the 60s with green and gold. And this one, I think it's so nice, the form. It's not expensive, but you know, they have done some work on the design.
And the bracelet too.
Yeah.
I think it's nice, but I think my favorite collection from the ladies' watches was the Colorama.
Oh, the Colorama was patented also, and it was a big hit, I think. You know, it was sold in on cruises or
on
tax-free places. And here you have the one.
Wow, that's New York stock. It's crazy.
Colorama 6, like if there were Colorama 1, 2, 3. No, it's 6 bezels you can combine.
Ah, okay, I didn't know that.
So no, I discovered it recently.
Because I thought it
you
was
have the Colorama 7 and you have 7 interchangeable bezels.
Because I never see 1, 2, 3.
No,
because
they weren't.
Ah, okay.
The one that started it was with 6.
So this is very cool because in fact you change I don't want to break it. You just put off the strap like this, and then you can switch. Oh, this one is. Yes, okay. Sorry, like this. So you have one watch, and then you choose another jewel like this, and you put it on the watch. So if I put on the right side, it's better with the crown like this. So you have a new watch, and then you come to close it.
And you have the corresponding. Strap.
Yes,
and you can combine it with green.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because a lot of what you can find online, you never have all the straps. It's very rare to have all the strap collection. So you have the green one. You just choose the green strap like this, and you come to close the watch like this. So you bought them for your wife, or?
Yeah, she enjoys wearing them. Yes, of course.
Exactly.
Yes, she does. She has some very nice Nivadas.
Which one is the favorite?
Her favorite?
Yeah.
Ooh. No, several of them. I think that the bigger ones and more with colors.
Okay.
Like this one, she enjoys very much.
Okay. And there was automatic, very small, and quartz, no?
Yeah. I don't think there was an automatic, but this was issued in quartz also. This is a manual movement.
Yeah, it's a manual movement.
A very good manual movement, in fact.
What, it was like AS child movement?
AS or ETA.
Oh, ETA?
Yeah.
Because they don't do anymore this small one.
Okay.
Because the thing is, if you want to reissue this in automatic, it will be huge. And I would like to keep the size like this.
Yeah, by then the automatic for women were the most expensive because they're so difficult to make on that scale.
Yeah.
And well, if you're onto cruises and the adventure, why not look for the roulette?
Wow.
The roulette is the same Colorama,
Yeah.
but it has the mystery dial, you know? Just look at it.
Ah, yes, so cool. First time I see one in real.
So you can see it here on the box. Nivada Colorama roulette. So imagine yourself on a cruise.
Yeah.
You're already there and you're
Wow.
enjoying.
Non mais ça faut voir ça. When you turn the hours and minutes, it's changing the dial.
It's spectacular.
Ah, this is very good idea.
Yeah. Just giving him an idea.
Yeah. But
Must
this
have a
one,
commission.
this one I can tell you, we will do it back because it's mesmerizing. Mais c'est so cool. Okay, well I think this one will come back.
Yeah, it would be a wonderful idea.
Yeah, but for sure, it's perfect. Even the you know, just take the packaging, and so you see that. So I think we have a new collection for Nivada coming for sure for ladies, and because this one we are already working on the re-edition. Since we met last year in Geneva, we bought one set like this, and we are working. I saw the prototype already of the case, so it's in good process.
Intriguing. Yeah.
Yeah. And but this one I've never seen. But I've never seen a dial like this, moving like this, on any other brand.
Borel made them.
Borel?
Also, yeah.
Okay. Well, it's a very, very cool idea. Okay. But thank you for sharing this one with me. So I take it with the with the gold. So talking about the re-edition and the success of Nivada, what is your opinion about the F77?
I like it. I said it before. It has so many different variations possible with a super strong case, a nice case. I have one. I managed to get one after you relaunched it.
Okay.
I was
So after this one? Okay.
I still found an original one.
Okay.
Not date, only date. So it must be maybe a little bit earlier.
Okay.
But already a very nice dial, you know.
It's
So
good. I never seen with the only date.
Smoky brown.
Yeah, smoky brown. We did one like this.
And this is very nice, very nice.
Yeah, this one you have like
with the pattern,
the stressed dial pattern, a bit like carbon.
Yeah.
And but it's not exactly the same case.
Is it?
Oh yes, no, it's the same.
Oh, you did a good work.
No, it's good. Huh? But this one is not the re-edition, huh? It's a vintage one. Huh?
Yeah.
But this one is cool too. Huh? Okay, so and which F77 do you think is the best one?
Wow. I enjoy the meteorite.
The meteorite,
Yeah. I would like that. Yeah.
Meteorite was the best seller ever for Nivada F77 and for all collection, I think. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think now the F77 is like a third of our sales almost. And but we have a stronger, still stronger Antarctic. Super Antarctic is the best with also Chronomaster and Depthmaster. So we are not mono brand now. We are not like GG with Reverso but our F77 is not 90% of our sale, but it became crazy important for us. So diving watch has been very important for Nivada in the story of Nivada. What is your opinion on the collection of diving watch for Nivada Grenchen?
Wow, there are so many of them. It's a huge story. Mathieu uncovered the story of Taravana and the Polynesian islands and the encounter of the boss of Nivada with a person who had a diving school. It's a wonderful story. It started with Antarctic with divers. Here's one particularly nice one. This is the Antarctic Sea.
Yes. So it was a variation of the
such a beautiful dial, and it was launched in the 60s. And this one has the black bezel and the beautiful green dial. It's lovely.
This dial is crazy. This is the one we re-edit inside the Antarctic diver collection with this case. So they started with like skin divers.
Skin divers, yes. There were some very, very modest skin diving ones, manuals, cheap, just for holidays to go on splashing snorkel. And one of them was the Aquamar.
Yeah. Wow.
And I think you have ideas on the Aquamar. Yes.
This is very, very cool. One of my favorite skin diver all time of Nivada. You can see it's this one is just brand new. You still have the tag on it.
Yeah.
The original strap, I guess. It's a
Tropic
strap, very nice. Love the colors.
Yeah.
So, where did you buy this one?
I bought it, I think, a year and a half ago.
Okay. Online?
Yes, from Spain, from a watch dealer, I think.
Okay.
It has a wonderful dial. It is in the best conditions, but the bright colors, the orange, the black, the white, this interplay is so nice. And it's quite modest in its features because it's chrome plated, it's not steel.
Oh yeah,
and
okay.
It has a manual movement.
No, okay.
Okay, so when you do it again, you make it steel because there's no price difference anymore,
exactly,
and you can choose manual or automatic.
Okay.
I've seen some automatic Aquamars also, the later ones. Yes.
I think the one I bought recently is automatic.
Mm-hmm.
But the dial color is good, and so it was water resistant to 100 meters. So that was the start of the diving collections. And what do you think about the Depthmaster?
The Depthmaster is I hope it's a hit with you, but I have one of those you relaunched in blue. It is a wonderful thing, wonderful watch. It is a little bit heavy, but it's solid. It's the real spirit of the diving watch.
Yeah.
And it was by then the watch most resistant to depth you had, the Depthmaster.
Yeah, it was the first watch to be water resistant to 1,000 meters.
Yeah.
So that was crazy back in the days. I think it was even before Rolex.
Yeah.
And the re-edition is also water resistant to 1,000 meter. It's one of the best re-edition we made yet, I think.
They called it the baby Panerai.
Yeah, exactly. So some don't like we said that, but it's baby Panerai because of the cushion case.
Yeah.
And the shape that you can find also at.
It's a fascinating case, and if you look at the originals, they have a very nice plexi crystal, which is applied curved.
Exactly.
It's an iconic watch.
Exactly, iconic, and also Nivada was known for the Depthomatic.
The Depthomatic, I have an early one, and I have a later one.
Do you have one here?
I thought I brought one. No, it shouldn't be here, but by another brand, because getting your hands on the first Depthomatic is very, very difficult.
Yeah, it's very difficult. Yeah.
They are maybe not spectacular. The later one is very nice.
Yeah, and it's one of the most expensive on the.
It's about
aftermarket. I think.
Also 4,000 euros or dollars easily. Easily, yes.
I saw some at 6,000-7,000.
Yeah.
In very nice condition.
You have to have them in nice condition, but also when they are really used.
Yeah.
That's a depth watch, that's also nice.
Yes. So for the guys, you have the depth gauge, mechanical depth gauge inside. So the water is entering into the case, and with the pressure, the water stop at the graduation about where you are under the water. So if you are at 10 meter, 50 meter, you have the manual, the mechanical depth gauge.
Yeah.
And it was the first one to have that. So we speak about the Antarctic diver, the Depthmaster, and the Depthomatic.
Well, you have the later Depthmaster, also a very solid one with a case you can find in other brands also, but I don't think there are so many dials like Nivada made. This green one, very similar to the Antarctic Sea.
Oh, you can kill someone with this one.
Yeah.
So it's right in Depthmaster Deluxe.
Yeah, it was issued with different
and
dials.
You have a click bezel.
Okay. You have a wonderful one with an orange dial and thick hands.
A bit like this.
Yeah.
It's the first time I have the click bezel, because on those there is no click.
Yeah.
And even on the Depthmaster's regular Depthmaster there is no click.
Yeah, and then later, in the 70s, when the Taravana adventure starts, you have all these very solid watches.
Okay.
Well, let's point out some of them. You have one here, you have one here.
Yeah.
And here.
Okay.
And around the same time, it's late 70s.
Okay.
You had them automatic. And I think you had the first quartz movements, solid quartz movements, I think they were as expensive or more expensive than the automatic ones.
Oh yeah, okay.
So they're getting a little bit more popular nowadays because those quartz movements you can still service them. It's a smaller one, like Hoyer made in those years.
Yeah, it's very Rolex a year. The Mercedes our hands. This one is cool, huh?
And of course, you have this one with the kind of UFO case you can also find in Jenny.
Okay.
But this is a super watch with a bakelite bezel in blue, and then the dial with red. I think it's
bakelite, you think?
Yeah, it's bakelites.
Yeah, very nice shape too. Very 70s.
Very 70s.
Okay, so crazy.
And of course the Taravana with the cushion case here in the orange.
This dial is very nice. We bought some.
What do you think about the case, the Taravana case? There is a discussion in the group.
Yeah, but I think it's too. It's nice shape, but I was afraid it was too niche and not liked by too many outside watch collectors. So because the biggest cost into a reedition is the case. So if you launch a production of a new collection, you need to launch like 500 case. So if you sell 20 watches. Or 50 watches or 100 watches, it's still a bit risky. But that's the big risk you can have. So that's why I know some are fan of this and push it. So I'm considering. Yeah, of course. And the name Taravana is very nice too.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Here you have a lady one.
Okay. Never seen that before. Yeah, very nice. And the bezel. Clicking.
Click and go.
Exactly. And on one side. Okay, nice take. Yep, good.
Cut.
Encore des cartes. I think one of your latest addition to your collection is a Chronosport. So can you tell us a bit about the story of the Chronosport and what do you think of it?
Of course, the Chronosport is this one. It has a very particular case dial combination.
Yep.
You find it in chronos of the 70s, the semi-cushion case, which is so nice. It has so many forms. It's robust and sporty.
With the Singer dial.
Yeah, and it's a Singer dial, isn't it?
Singer.
It's a Singer. Yeah, it's
Singer dial. Yeah.
Singer.
Yeah, because with my French accent.
Of course. No, but it's asymmetrical, but the color combination and the fact that it's asymmetrical, it attracts me a lot.
Yep.
It's hugely rare. I have never got my hands into one of them.
I heard that we made only 20 prototypes, so when you see one online, it's selling fast. Even me, I was not able to buy one, so we made the reedition only based on pictures of the Bulang & Son website. When I saw it was for sale, but it was already sold. And and I really like the pattern of the Singer. Like you can find on the Rolex Daytona, for example, on the Paul Newman ones. And so you wear it a bit?
Oh yes, I do. I'm very happy with it. I bought one of the new ones, and I think it's a perfect watch. It's robust, but it's not too big.
Yeah, it's not too big. Yeah, people think it's big, but
it's very wearable, and it's you feel you have something original. On your wrist. So really a nice one.
Cool.
Nice one. It's rarer than the Depthmaster. The Depthmaster is very rare, and this one you can find.
Yes, we were speaking about the Rarest Nivada, but in fact maybe it's the Chronosport probably.
Yeah, and the other one you relaunched, the GMT.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Yeah.
You don't find them on the market.
So that was my next question. So, what do you think? What's your take on the GMT?
I adore it like many other watch lovers in the community and elsewhere. I think it's a wonderful watch. It has everything. It has colors. It has the 70 shape. And it's a very practical watch, isn't it?
And with the GMT hands, very typical. Of Nivada, I think. You can also find a bit of the same maybe at any car, I think. There is a...
Of course, they were looking at each other all the time, so...
Yes, there was
that's life in the watch trade, and that hasn't changed, I think.
No, it doesn't change for sure. And we keep also on the reedition the plexiglass. like this.
Uh-huh.
You can see. And no, it was a great success also on the relaunch. And yeah, we are very happy with the size of it.
Yeah, and you made this nice back of the watch with the medallion.
Exactly.
It wasn't originally like that,
No.
but I think that's one of the things you do. You make some new elements that are perfectly integrated into the Nivada history, and they make the difference.
Yeah, because it's 100% copycat, I think, on this one, except the case bag, because I thought on the Super Antarctic collection it was nice to have this medallion. And I was thinking because there was some penguin on the case back of the original GMT, but not in gold like this. And that was a cool way to add some added value also. That's also what I always want to do, is to add added value to the watch, and not with big raise in prices. So here you have a very nice GMT for a good price.
Just one thing.
Yeah.
I would like it brushed on the upper surface.
Yeah.
I don't think it was originally brushed, but
that's why we did it like this. But I have the same opinion, and we will do a brushed version. It's in process. Good feedback.
Very good. Very good.
I wanted to speak a bit more about the Depthmaster, and it's a 1,000 meter water resistance. What do you think about the Depthmaster? About the reedition?
I had one of the originals.
Oh yeah, okay.
And I sold it.
Oh no.
And now I have the new one. I'm very happy with it. I have the blue one.
Ah yes.
I adore the blue one, and I think it's a highly successful one. Here's the Pac-Man. The Pac-Man is iconic.
Explain us why we call it
why
Pac-Man.
the form of the numbers, the crazy numbers. They have this eating form of the Pac-Man.
It's Art Deco indexes that looks
very readable.
Yeah.
So you know exactly what you read.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
so nicknamed the Pac-Man because of the indexes that looks like the video games from the 80s or 90s.
From the 80s, the late 80s.
Exactly. And we also have the numerals, which is also reedition.
There were the two most popular dials by then. The beautiful one with the 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 numbers.
This one is again.
This one is an original dial
one from the time.
And the original indices of the other one with a deep black color. And this one in the bright green. You have an orange one, which is also spectacular.
Yeah, it's also cool.
I enjoy very much. I just spoke to you about the form of the cushion form.
Yep.
It's a very complicated form. To make it again, I'm impressed.
Yeah, thank you.
And there's one small thing, which as you move it, you see that the form is not getting narrower like in the original. That's one small thing I observed.
That's the thing also I observe, and I have a solution on it, because we are already.
You catch me there.
Yes, it was not made up, but I'm working also already on the reedition, on the re-edition, to make a Mark II version of the Depthmaster, and I think I bought one, yes, right. And like this, boom.
Yeah, look at that one. Yes, it's wonderful.
In fact, because when I first read this one, I didn't have the original with me, and I found it one after in very very good condition, and we took from there.
You had it from Nico, and that would have been mine.
No, it was not from Nico. I bought it on 24, I think.
Yeah.
So you see, it's a bit more refined.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Slightly different.
And what else does it have?
And also, I had what I really like is the interchangeable bezel. So you can switch the bezel now also on the Depthmaster, and like this, just put it back.
Yeah, that's a great find you did.
Like this, we started with the Chronomaster, and I think yes, it's a very good match.
People now want the Chronomaster with the interchangeable bezel. They don't want the older one anymore.
Exactly. Yeah.
You convinced them.
I hope so. Thank you very much, Arm, for coming today. It was a real pleasure. I think you came with hundreds of watches, so thanks for your time, and I think we need to do that again soon.
It was a huge logistical operation, but thank you so much, Guillaume. And thanks to the community, I'm so excited to see what's next in your story.
Thank you very much.